This video is sponsored by Surfshark.
Well, you guys said it, the Vauxhall's been back. The Vauxhall Zafira. Intermittently going into limp mode. So welcome back to Chops Garage, guys, and we're looking very empty. It's the 4th of December and all we've got left is the KA and the i10. We've had a subscriber ask me to do a walk around video for them on the Citigo, and if I can get it delivered up to Wales from there, I want to buy it sight unseen. So that's potentially sold. The Picanto sold yesterday after all that faffing about, didn't it? And the Mazda sold late last night. Someone came to see it late last night. I wanted to jump in early, get on it straight away. So the Mazda has sold late last night. So I've got to do a couple of bits of that to get it down for the MOT. So all I've got left, like I said, is the i10, the KA, and I've got the Silver Alpha, which I still need to do the wheels on, get that up for sale, and then get on to the Fiesta, because I'm driving the red Alpha as my daily at the moment, aren't I? And it's definitely not right. The boost isn't kicking in. It gets laboured and healed, doesn't really kick until 3,000 revs, so it's definitely not right. But for me, it's absolutely fine for my daily driver. It's still got a 2-litre diesel in it, so it's still got loads of torque even before the turbo kicks in, so it's entirely drivable. You can see how muddy it is. I'm using it every day. £30 road tax, guys. I taxed it for myself so I could drive around without putting trade plates on it, put it in my name. £30 road tax. Can you believe that for a 2-litre? Was it 140 brake horsepower, 220, 250 foot-pound of torque? Looks like this. £30 road tax. Win. And it's doing 50 miles to the gallon. Easy. So it's a win-win-win. So basically I'm getting the same running costs and performance as the Caddy van, or better performance than the Caddy van, with £30 road tax. Absolute screamer. Loving that. So yeah, I'll be driving around that. I do need to give it a really good clean. So yeah, this one I need to get the wheels done on so I can get that for sale, because that's the only thing holding it up now, and I really do need to crack on and do that. That should be up for sale. And then we'll be on to the Fiesta. But clearly, get on and see where we're doing with the Fiesta. I still don't decide if I want to retail it or not. I still need to sort this bumper out, don't I? I've been sitting here for ages. But I don't need stock badly. I thought December might be a quiet month, didn't I? I might have a chance to relax. Now I've got the choice now of not buying stock and having a bit of a more relaxing time. But in all honesty, I need to buy the stock I want for January now, don't I? So December's not going to be quiet because I'm going to have to be flat out running around picking up cars again. But I shouldn't complain because stuff's selling. But hopefully we haven't got too much in the way of warranty claims off that Skoda, off that Zafira. Anyway guys, let's get cracking.
But before we go any further, I must talk to you about today's sponsor, Surfshark. Surfshark provides you with a virtual private network, a VPN. This VPN provides a secure internet connection that protects you and your data while online. One really neat feature of Surfshark that I really like is that it gives you the ability to change the country of your IP address, meaning that on some streaming services you can watch content that you might not be able to watch in your country but you can in others. Let me show you an example. Let's search for Mrs. Chop's favourite movie, Leon. I'm searching in the UK and we're getting no results for that at all, because you can't watch that on Netflix in the UK. So I just click on my Surfshark and search for a US IP address. So I'm going to swap to United States, Salt Lake City. It's literally as quick as that. One click. Now let's refresh that page. And we're now on a US IP address. Let's search for Leon again. And there we can see it's already there. Leon the Professional. So Mrs. Chops is a happy lady and she can watch her favourite movie. Surfshark are offering Chops Garage subscribers an amazing special offer of 83% off and 4 months free when you use the code CHOPS. The link is in the description down below. I want to take this opportunity to thank Surfshark for their continued support of Chops Garage. So the gentleman with the Zafira's popped back. We're just trying a couple of simple things just to eliminate them before I send the ECU off. So firstly, I disconnected the battery, pulled the plugs on the ECU, and I have cleaned them with contact cleaner. I'm taking out the coil pack, check the coil pack over, clean that with contact cleaner. I haven't seen anything so far that worries me, but we'll see if it makes any difference at all.
So we've got the underbody control unit out. We're just looking for any dirt in the connections here. A little bit of water ingress just inside there, but nothing seems to be on the pins. All seems to be clean, so we'll give that a contact clean and put it back in again. So sent the chap off with the Zafira. Well, I didn't send him off, decided to go off with the Zafira and give it a go after I'd done all of that cleaning up of all the contacts. So we had everything out, cleaned all the contacts. To be honest, I learned it all off YouTube. I was totally honest with him. I said, look, I'm not a mechanic, but I'll have a quick go for you. We want to do these things to eliminate stuff that might be telling us the ECU that isn't the ECU. And a lot of people said about damp connections. So pulled all that out, cleaned it all up, put it in again, and just kept nipping back to the laptop and just learning off of YouTube how to do it, and got it all done. So, and he was happy with that. He seemed really pleased that I was making the effort to do that. And we'll see how he gets on. He's going to give it a go, and he's going to come back to me if he still has problems. It's just unlucky. That was a fantastic little car. It drove fine. I drove it, you know, I drove it loads myself before I sold it. We went for a hell of a long test drive when the customer had it, and he's had it for probably a week before this has started happening. It's one of those things, no one could tell that was going to pop up, and they're renowned for doing it. It was the roll of the dice with those, whether they go like that or not at all. So I've got to look at it fairly philosophically on that front. If I have to do the ECU, I have to do the ECU, but as always, I always say, you can't foresee that there might be problems with it. It's how you react to it. That guy's come along. I've sent him down to the mechanics to get them to check it over for. They've not been able to find a leak. He's brought it back here, and I've spent quite a bit of time trying to diagnose it myself and do some things to improve it. So hopefully he's happy with that service. I've certainly not avoided phone calls or legged it or told him it's his own problem or told him just to jog onto the warranty company because he's got warranty wise. I haven't told him just to get on the phone to them and do it, and try my best to try and resolve it for him beforehand. And I don't want to be taking the ECU and sending the ECU off. Because I watched an ECU testing video on YouTube, and they said before you send the ECU you need to check these things, because a lot of the time the ECUs are okay and it's these surrounding things that's the problem. So fingers crossed. I don't think it's going to be that easy. I don't think I'm going to get away with it that lightly, but we'll see how we get on with it. I mean, comment down below, he's had the car for what, a couple of weeks now. Would you be happy the way I'm doing with that, or would you expect something else? I did actually offer him all of his money back, of course. I always do offer him all his money. I said, look, if you only had a couple of weeks, if you're really uncertain about it, I will offer you your money back on it, and I'll sort it out and retail it again. He was like, no, I'm happy to work with you on it. So, yeah, but comment down below. You happy with the way I'm dealt with that? So Woz is back, who had the Porsche. He's come to show us his Impreza today. So what have we got here then, Wozzy? I don't know my...
This is a bike called a WR1. It's a limited edition Subaru that's come out in 2004.
Right.
Because Pettisoldo won the World Championship Rally in 2003, so they made this as a special edition because of that.
Yeah.
There's only 500 of them made.
Wow.
They're all this colour, ice blue metallic. They've all got their own number. See, this is number 155 out of 500.
So this is 155 out of 500, yeah?
I've literally had the car from new, so 17 years I've had this car.
Really?
Yeah.
17 years?
Yeah. At the factory, the standard STI at the time was running 265 horsepower. This one came out of the factory at 316. So it was done by ProDrive, who've done the World Rally.
Yeah.
So they've done slightly different, suspensions, a little bit lower, a different ECU sort of set up the macking, etc.
Yeah.
Different interior. It's black instead of like the blue there at the time. It was
nice.
the only Subaru to come with an adjustable diff. The first one that they made.
Adjustable diff?
Yeah, it's got an adjustable diff. You can put it on manual, and you can move the power back sort of more to the back or some sort of thing.
Blooming it.
Yeah. Fully adjustable suspension, AST coilovers. They've got 12 settings from soft to stiff. 12 settings, quite easy to get to as well. So that's quite good. It's got a Link ECU.
What does that do then?
It's a motorsport ECU. So it's running two different maps. You've got two maps. It runs 400 brake horsepower and 485.
485?
485, yeah, on a switch. 4 years ago, I refreshed the engine. I had a 2.1 stroke and a kit on it. Originally, these were a top-mount intercooler, but now since I've had the 2.1, it's got the front mount now, front mount intercooler. That's why we'll take all that away. It's got Mishimoto radiator, and the fans that go with it. That's all upgraded. Obviously you've got like a fuel pressure regulator. This one's got parallel fuel rails on it now.
Alpha leather on this, haven't you then?
Yeah. So
Goodyear rubber all round.
The engine's totally rebuilt. Took out, done bar engineering.
Oh, Lee did it, yeah?
Yeah, they've done.
It's in really good nick, isn't it?
We've got the AP 6-pot racing brakes on the front, which are probably about the best you can get. I mean, they are awesome.
Look at the size of those
It
discs.
cost £3,000 just for brakes when I bought them.
Hellfire.
Just for the front brakes.
That's mental. That is mental.
The 6-pot racing brakes. When all the you see a lot of the racing cars on the Italian, they've all got AP racing brakes on.
So want to give it a start up for us. Let the guys here.
It's also got anti-lag on it.
Oh yeah. So that's where the turbo.
It throws extra fuel in, and
Isn't that where the turbo kept spinning or something? Isn't it?
yeah, it's not the full rally one. Obviously, this is a bit more for sort of a bit of fun, like that.
Yeah.
But, I'll give you a little.
Nice. Oh, hellfire! And this is going because you got the Porsche.
Yeah, I've got the Porsche now, so I really need to put money towards
Cut back.
that, fund that, you know.
So what does all this loveliness cost then? What's
I've had
the?
so much fun in this car.
I bet. Yeah, how much is it up for then? How much?
Well, on Auto Trader, there's probably about five or six other WR1s. Mostly, I think they're all standard ones, I think, you know. But I've literally spent over £20,000 on this car in the last 4 years.
Wow.
Well, as a quick sale, I'm not going to take less than £20,000.
Yeah, I mean for a 1 out of 500.
But if you look at these are done up in value all the time.
Yeah.
And if you look at Auto Trader, there's none that are, you know, they're pretty standard ones, and some of them are 25 grand. So,
Yeah.
so I think it's a bargain for anyone who is into their cars. It's only been appreciating value.
I think with the running cost of the Porsche, what you really want to do is probably part exit for like I can see you in a Hyundai i10 bombing around in a little Hyundai i10. There we go. There we go, guys. Deal done. Wazza gets in an i10, saves himself some money, gets out of this. That is gorgeous. That is gorgeous. Oh dear, it's back. Unfortunately, my attempts cleaning the ECU and so forth didn't work. So cleaning the ECU plugs and cleaning the fuse board connections didn't work. So I think I've got no option than to whip the ECU out, get it sent off and get it tested. Really unfortunate. I was hoping for the guy that he would that would have sorted it for him. We just had a little bit of water ingress, but he's been super cool about it. I've explained to him, you know, I will get the ECU out, package it up, send it off. They've got to test it and it's got to come back, so we could be looking at a week before we get it back again. And you know, set his expectations right, but I'll get it off as quick as I can, hopefully inconvenience him as little as possible. But if it comes back and the ECU's okay, I'm a bit of a loss as to what the problem might be. It might be uneconomical for me to continue, and better just to refund him and sell it on back for auction or something. We'll have to see. We'll get the ECU off and we'll see what comes back. Right guys, it took me 5 minutes to get the ECU out, which is what worries me, because none of the bolts were stiff. One of the bolts was missing, and on the back we have a sticker here from Automatic Fuel Injection Services. That looks like this has been off and checked already, and it's ticked to saying test OK, that the ECU is OK. I need to go online, find these guys and see if they can tell me if there's something I can give them here information wise that will tell them if this was tested by them, how recently and what was the issue, because if it isn't down to the ECU, I'm a bit lost as to what it could be that's making it go into limp mode. Well, that's not helpful. It's saying that that company is closed. And when we search on that, the business is no longer trading. The question is, how long has it not been trading for? If it's been 5 or 6 years, then the ECU could still be bad. If it's closed down last year, then we could have an issue, because this, or 6 months ago, this could be the reason that it is that it's come to us in the first place. They've tried to do the ECU, it's not worked. They've not been able to track down anything else, and they've binned it off. I don't know, it may well be I end up eating it being checked anyway. I don't really know what else to do for the chap. Well, there we go, guys. It's all packaged up, ready to go off to ECU testing. Stay tuned and we'll find out what happens with it. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. Look forward to seeing you soon.
Just a quick reminder before I go, guys, of that Surfshark offer of 83% off and 4 months free. The link is in the description down below. Please support those companies supporting Chops Garage.